We should really be paying attention to these microaggressions. These are the worst things that a person can deal with. You know, a human that has to deal with microaggressions. Empower the trans people because they deal with microaggressions. There's way more people out there that have to deal with things more than microaggressions.
So they deal with just more than one thing. They're a trans woman, they might be a person of color, they might be part of the LGBTQ plus community. A lot of things affect them, it's not just one thing.
I guess assigned female at birth person, you just generally have a lot more hardships just from like the way you were born. But I do think like it's kind of dangerous to be a trans femme person. It always has been. There's a lot of violence that trans femme people, trans women like specifically face.
I hate the way that
just like every other fucking human on earth. What? Bro, you know how many dudes are getting shot in the hood? And we're not talking about them. Every type of person deals with violence.
Bothering the trans community, and I feel like that should be.
Now I know why Sneeko got so mad while reacting to this stuff, man. Because it does piss me off a little bit, but at the same time, I do want to approach this a little bit more objectively. Just break down what they're saying rather than be like, ah, you know what I'm saying? But now I understand a little bit more his perspective when he was watching all this stuff.
It should obviously be a part of law in terms of giving them the freedom that they want, but other than that, I feel like that should not be a subject to talk about unless you are a part of the community.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Oh shit, the table.
Because you don't truly know how it feels to be trans. Unless you're supporting, then I feel like it should not be talked about.
So I think one of the reasons why it is because like for women's sport, we do have some people like Leah Thomas, who is a biological.
See, it confuses me when somebody says you don't know what it's like to be trans. Is it the microaggressions? That's what makes it so bad?
Male that went and swam with the women, obviously took first place. Leah Thomas, broader shoulders, was just bigger.
Dog, take some wimpy ass kid with glasses that's like 4'5" in high school. I bet he's dealing with more bullying than a trans person.
So in terms of women's, sports, or even sometimes women's locker rooms, like young girls are being exposed to trans women who still have male genitalia. So these are kind of little kids that are seeing that. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
That's a good question. I feel like if these people are, if the trans community, if they feel like they are the opposite sex, like a female or a male, then they should be able to go into the locker room.
Oh my god, what? We actually have people that think like this now? You should just let a man in a women's bathroom. Holy shit. God, hey, if you're watching this stream, bro, just pop in anytime. We need you.
9 times out of 10, I can't speak for everyone, but they're not trying to mess with the opposite sex if they feel like they are that sex. Like if they're a female going into a female locker room, and they're not going to want to mess with the females because they now are a female.
It's like, what is this man doing watching me change? You know?
But
even if they still have a penis, though, like, do you think that, again, exposing a child
like if you're a girl, what is this man doing watching me change?
To male genitalia, just because that person feels female, is a good thing for society?
Well, I feel like you're not going to expose your genitalia in a locker room. I know for me, you just get changed and stuff.
They're not taking their underwear all the way off.
But if people are afraid that the trans person is going to mess with the female in the locker room, that's why I'm saying I feel like it's not.
Wow, a lot of different
cases.
cases.
If they identify as female,